Within the last month, I learned one thing about myself, and that was simply thinking about life as being an opportunity to ask for things, okay? And it's not in a way where you're just getting handed everything and that plays a role in your success. It's kind of the opposite of it. Because if you don't ask for anything at all, the answer is 100% going to be no. You never know what the chance could be of it being a yes. That's like you trying to reach your goals, doing something just absolutely insane, like building a personal brand. Worst comes to worst, your no, in a sense of this scenario, is gonna be like you getting made fun of from people and you just become another average person living this average life. Or you could be the yes person who actually changes their life, who travels, who gets new experiences because they took the risk. It's everything that you do. You know, if you're going up to that girl for the first time and you're just a little bit nervous or you don't know how to make a move, if you don't ask for her number, you're not gonna get her number. If you ask for her number and she says no, go on to the next. You know, if you are a business owner, if you're an entrepreneur, find ways to seize the opportunities. You never know who you could network with, who you could connect with, all right? And a big idea for me was this weekend when I was in Miami, I was asking so many questions to entrepreneurs making anywhere from 100 to 5 mil ARR. People that are so good at what they do. And I asked so many to the point where I felt like I was almost being annoying, but about 95% of my questions got answered. 95, all right? Maybe a few times they didn't give me a clear one, but I asked and I received information. And if I asked and they didn't want to give me information, or if I asked to use their content calendar and they didn't want to give me it, it's okay because I have more people to ask. Dude, you're just kind of feeling selfless and not really knowing about how to just get better because you feel like you have to put 101% of the pressure on your shoulder. And I know maybe it's like masculine and you think that it's just wrong if you do that, but it's not. You know, as a man, being able to accept that you might need help in something and taking the help could get you a lot further than being somebody who just wants to do it all yourself. If you're an entrepreneur, you know this because yes, the grinding hours in your room feels amazing once you're done and you're able to go to the gym, eat food, and realize that, damn, I just grinded in my room, I just got this done, I got this done. But it's the people who find a way to make that just a little bit easier by maybe finding some type of software they implement in their business that saves their time. Maybe it's implementing, you know, a sales team and making a strong sales team, which saves their time. Because if you didn't make it happen, if you didn't, you know, hire people, it would have been the same exact example as not even asking. Because Nigel Daly himself this weekend really drive this into my head by just speaking with real emotion and conviction. And then he told me to know and to not do is to not know. And dude, like, I can't even comprehend how much this guy kind of changed my perspective, how to walk like a man, how to talk like a man, how to have self-belief in the way that you have just this great demeanor. And I asked him about it. I asked him just probably the most questions at this mastermind, and he gave me so much stuff that I can just really help use change my life. And it's all because I decided to ask. If I didn't, I wouldn't be in this car thinking about that exact moment. I wouldn't have. You know, with where you're at currently, just think about it. I mean, the last 6 months went by pretty fast. It almost felt like it was just March, got a little bit warmer outside, started to get dark a little bit later, and bang, it's almost gonna be fall. And you know, that's a crazy one to think about because you have time until this year ends. You have 4 more months. You know, 4 months towards the right direction of where you want to be, or 4 months of being left behind in the same position. Because you being in the same position as you being left behind, because people will surpass you. They will. It's just bound to happen. So that's your decision to make. And if you have any problems along the way of how to get to wherever you want to get to in your personal brand, entrepreneurship, business, content, anything, ask for help. Like, genuinely ask for help. It will make you go a lot longer in terms of success than just keeping it all in. And that's another one with your mindset, where your mental is. Don't just bottle it up, you know, because as you bottle things up, they tend to become bigger and stronger, and then you won't get anything done. Same thing with not just using your opportunities and resources, taking advantage of being okay with failing. That's the exact message that I'm trying to leave off. It's okay to ask, and if you get a no, well, shit. But if you get a yes, that's amazing. You know, you could be either average and the exact same, or you could get 10 times better. That's the whole mindset with this video. But if you guys are genuinely here watching this, like, just know your life can change. Just know you could make your mindset change if you just force it to, and things are bound to happen in a good favor very soon if you just stick with it. You know, I always think about that pictures with the two people chopping into like the ground around and there's diamonds on the other side, and the guy that just stops when he was like 0.1 of an inch away, you know, just like one more. Give me just one more mental battle that you could beat. Give me one more video you could edit tonight. Give me one more opportunity of asking somebody for some help, and you will see the wins start to stack up. And when you have wins stack up, everything changes. Everything does, and you'll get opportunities. That's the beauty of it. But guys, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you just got some type of correlation with the message I'm trying to say here. My Instagram is going to be right here. It's Benny Racks, where I'll be going over all of the motivation and personal branding steps you need to know. And if you are looking to build your own personal brand and actually start and scale it to getting opportunities to travel, make online money, actually get more leads through your businesses or your coaching businesses, please let me know. What you could do is DM me the word brand or comment on any of my Instagram or TikTok posts, and then you could just comment on YouTube saying, yo, I'm trying to learn, and we could stay in contact. And if you have any questions about anything with where your mind's at, personal branding, content, shoot me a DM. I'll be happy to help you out, give you all the info you need. But guys, that's it for today's video. Remember, if you don't ask, it's always going to be no. Stay hungry, stay motivated, and stay freaking racking, baby. I'll catch y'all in the next one.